Hello and welcome back to the Critically Clueless. Today we're going to be reviewing Oddworld Soulstorm Enhanced Edition. And if this isn't a familiar title, I don't know what is. In Oddworld Soulstorm, you pick up where New and Tasty left off. Abe has undergone an unwanted transformation from a clueless Madokan to an unlikely hero and a beacon of hope. Oddworld Soulstorm has been developed by Oddworld inhabitants and it's currently on the PlayStation, the Xbox and the PC and will set you back around $34.99. Now I'm actually reviewing this on the Xbox Series S, so that's where my perspective comes from. It's recently been released on the Xbox and that's why I'm reviewing it. Now we all know the old Abe games, they go back a very long time. They're kind of part of gaming history today and a lot of us grew up playing these games. Personally, I haven't played these for an incredible long time, but I was so happy to pick up this game and see what they have actually done with it. It's a lot of fun and it's almost exactly what we remember with a slight sprinkling of extra goodies to boot. For anyone not familiar with Oddworld or the Abe games, you take on the role of Abe and it is a side-scrolling platformer. Within Soulstorm, you have the choice to save as many of your followers as you possibly can. I do say that this is a choice because there are multiple endings to this game. There's multiple good endings and there is of course the dreaded bad ending. So how you complete your levels will determine the ending you'll actually get to the game. There are around 15 different levels to the game. There are a couple of bonus levels that you can unlock though, bringing you up to 17 levels. Some of these levels are short, other ones are a little bit longer. Almost all of them require a little bit of time to work out how to solve each particular level. Now I know what you're thinking, this game has definitely been done before, so why bother picking this one up? Well, like I said earlier, this game has had a number of new features added. You definitely have a lot more things that you can actually do with Abe now, which you couldn't do in the previous games. Now I won't spoil it for you, all the little things that you can do, but I am pleased that they've added all these little extra features. It makes the game a little bit more complicated, not as straightforward, and in my opinion it's just a lot of fun. However, it is a little clunky in places. You will come up against a few little things that you just kind of wish worked a little bit better than it does, but it's a pretty clean game if I'm honest. Currently on the Xbox Series S, I haven't had a single crash or dashboard or anything like that, so that's absolutely brilliant. You know, I haven't experienced any kind of lag or anything like that. However, I have also played this game on the standard Xbox, and on the standard Xbox I have experienced crashes and I have experienced a little bit of lag as well. So maybe it was just that Xbox, I don't know, but I can only talk and report about my own experiences. So there is that. Series S, all cushy. Regular Xbox, not so much. When it comes to the story in Soulstorm, I was actually very surprised. It looks absolutely amazing. Every now and again you are greeted with a cutscene. Cutscene's done really well. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The voice acting within it again is done very well. And personally, I have enjoyed every time I have got to a cutscene. Luckily, you can actually skip the cutscenes if you want to. I like having that ability, especially if you're replaying levels like I do quite often. I always like to try and get the best time or all the secrets or the worst possible ending, whatever it is. I like the ability to replay, and you can certainly do this. And again, within this game, every now and again you'll come up to a little point where there's a cutscene and there's some nice dialogue, and it's good to see that it's actual real dialogue and not just text on the screen.
Found that I have failed, but I have faith that whoever reads this has also escaped, cares for our cause, and will finish what I could not. This tape I hold must get to the Madaka known as Abe.
Now, the voice acting may not be anything special, but again, it's still nice to see it, especially as the newer generation are going to be picking this up and playing it for the first time. They're going to be hearing a story, being acted out on screen, which is really nice for their immersion and my own. Fair warning, some of these levels are extremely hard. You have to really work at finding out the answers to the puzzles that each level presents you, and you have to, do it in a certain way, especially if you want to be getting every single secret within the game. It can be tricky, but it's a lot of fun kind of working out. It's kind of why we fell in love with the old school games in the first place. They didn't hold your hand, and Oddworld Soulstorm doesn't hold your hand either. Also, it has to be pointed out that the tutorial within this game is actually really good for anyone new to this game, and I'm sure there's people out there that's never played an Abe game before. You may not know what you're doing at all. This game does a great job of actually telling you what each brand new mechanic or each thing that Abe can do does, and it does it to you, gives it all the information to you in an order that you can actually understand, which is really nice. It doesn't just give it to you all in one go. Although you have all your abilities right at the beginning of the game, it doesn't necessarily give it to you straight away. It just gives it to you when it's relevant, which is nice. And I think the important thing is that it works it into the levels. There isn't so much a tutorial level as the game will just teach you as you're going through. And as you can see, these jumps, they're not too easy. I figured I'd show you a few of my failures as well as the successes. Um, all in all, I've been extremely pleased with the way Abe has been handled. I think the team's done a great job of actually revamping the series. Hopefully we get another game down the line as well. I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10. Apart from the failures on the classic Xbox, like I said, I have had a couple of crashes, unfortunately. This game's run absolutely perfect. I think it's value for money. You get a ton of levels, a ton of replayability, and it's only $34.99. And if you've enjoyed this review or found it entertaining in any way, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It seriously does help us out so much. And if you've made it to the end of the review, a big thank you to you. And don't forget to comment red banana down below just to confuse all those that haven't. I'm also going to be posting a playthrough of my run of Abe. I'm actually going for the bad ending of Abe, seeing what we can actually get. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to be posting a playthrough on every single level in the game. And until next time, guys, I've been a monk, we've been a Critically Clueless, and I'll see you in the next video real soon.